Evening hours at Ikim FM. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to the dear listeners of Ikim FM. Welcome to a brand new episode of Above and Beyond. It's a brand new program that aims to motivate you with stories from inspirational people throughout all walks of life. And in the previous episode, we listened to sharing from university students Sarah, Adib, and Haziq, as well as an adult DJ Luke, about their memories from childhood and how it shaped them to the person they are today. And for this episode, we will listen to sharing from a brother who will walk us through his spiritual journey on how he found Islam. And being with me in the studio is Brother Danial Rezza bin Abdullah. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Welcome to studio, Brother Daniel.
Okay, thank you.
Alhamdulillah, it's such a pleasure to have you
Yeah,
here.
sure.
And how are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing
okay.
good too. Thank you very much. And Brother Daniel, I am honestly excited for this interview because previously I did some reading about you, especially about your past life and how you work hard until you were able to further your study
Yes,
in A level. But before we go into that, could you briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Danial Rezza. Okay, I came from Sri Damansara. My living place is Sri Damansara. And I really came from a very middle class family before I get a hidayah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I can be said I now works as a motivator plus a book writer. And I'm just turned 34 years old by now. That's all about me.
And just now you mentioned that you're from Selangor, right?
Yeah, from Selangor.
So you have been in Selangor since you were born?
Since I'm born, I'm living in the Selangor, Sri Damansara, yeah.
I see. So, as I think I would say starting of this interview, can you walk us through about your childhood? What does it look like?
Okay, my childhood, I born with my elder sister. Okay, my eldest, and I was very pampered child in my family. Yeah, I was really very pampered child in my family.
Were you the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
You're the
With
youngest.
my one sister. And I'm very attached with my father. I'm very attached with my father. And my childhood journey was very sweet because, not to say, I'll get everything what I want, but I get the love that I need from my father. Can we say I studied my first schooling was in SK Bandar Utama. There I do get as a librarian, and then in secondary also I was a librarian because since small I was really like to read more books, and then I write in a newspaper some articles. And then I'll just wait when it will be published, and then I just happy to see when it's published in the newspaper about my articles. That's how my childhood was. The thing is, I can't forget is every memories with my father. Every memories with my father.
So you're very fond of him.
Yes.
So it seems like you have a very good childhood, Brother Daniel.
Yes, I can visit.
And just now you talk about your, you publish, not publish, I mean you share your writing.
Yes, correct.
Is it in newspaper or?
It's in a newspaper, and then
The
sometimes
national newspaper?
in English newspaper.
I see.
And sometimes I do write in a Malay newspaper also. In those times there was a lot of newspapers, but because now it comes with a lot of gadgets, all are like browsing the mobiles. But those times we will, like for an example, I can say I subscribe to Kuntum books, which was very friendly to the childhood.
Especially to the primary school children.
Primary school children. And then the D-Day newspaper, which was really like every time my father was one of my idol because every morning there will be newspaper on the table. Every morning there's a newspaper on the table. So maybe it will be a Malay newspaper or either English newspaper.
I see.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, he will find one word from the newspaper and he will ask, what's the meaning for that? I need to find out in the dictionary. It was really a very perfect moment with him. I learned a lot from that side.
It is very interesting. Is the culture of reading?
Yes, culture of reading, because now when it comes to reading, like most of them are lazy to read. Some of them. But
Especially nowadays, they got news from the
yeah,
social
the
media,
social
right?
media, they don't know either it's true or not. But when it's come from reliable sources,
Yes.
like newspaper, like that, then we should empower to read more. We should encourage to read more.
And talking about that, who would be person other than your father
Okay.
who will encourage you to write up for the newspaper and also the magazine?
Okay, I can be said during my school time, or during my secondary schooling time, I was works. I mean, not work. Sorry, I hold a librarian position. Okay, librarian position. So there I met with my guru Angkat. He's a Malay teacher named Cikgu Yusof.
Cikgu Yusof.
Cikgu Yusof. So it was like a miracle. Like when I was working in the perpustakaan, so he will just come and talk to me as very friendly. He's a counselor in the school. So he will just encourage. I got read your article in the newspaper. He will start to talk to me. And then he will encourage to more. And then one more thing, he encouraged to write in school magazines.
Oh,
School magazines.
I see.
So I have read in school magazines too. So can be said my schooling time was actually was supportive for me to write more.
How about your childhood circle friends?
My childhood circle friends are. I can be said I'm one of the quiet type.
The
Since
introvert
yeah,
student.
not to say, but I will mix around. I will mix
Okay.
around with all type of my friends. Either it's a non-Muslim or Muslim friends. But I can be said a quiet type. So my circle of friends, there's got some Muslim friends also, Muslim friends, and some of non-Muslim friends. Since I come from the school, that background, when it's come to Sri Damansara, we will see a lot of mixed up students over there.
Diverse backgrounds.
Diverse backgrounds. So that's how my childhood schooling was.
And now that I would like to bring this conversation
Sure.
forward, talking about you becoming a Muslim. So you became a Muslim at the age of 27 years
27, yes, correct.
old, which is in the year 2017.
2017, yeah,
2017,
correct.
right? So can you share with us the story of how you came across Islam and eventually converted?
Okay, my spiritual journey can be said like the hidayah that I get is from many ways. It's because some of them said will be by dream, some of them will be said like after get married. But for me, it's come from since my schooling time. It's like turning point when I meet with my guru Angkat, when I close with him. So the hidayah I get is from many places. So he was so encouraging. He will monitor my studies. The guru Angkat, he will monitor my studies. And I just wondering, after my father, like every month once he will come to my school and ask about my studies, and he the one person will answer for my father. And then second thing, not necessary if like hidayah means we should get from a Muslim person, but for me you can see the asbab hidayah I get from my father too. Yeah, from my father actually, but my father not convert, or he still was a non-Muslim. It was the moment he was attacked with a cardiac arrest once in 2016. 2016. Because this one's very sensitive. I got married with a Hindu lady. It's not a blessed marriage actually. It's not a blessed marriage. Perkahwinan tidak restui. It's like totally against in my family. Okay, but that stage my father was so encouraging. Okay, my mother, my sister, and all of them was against about my marriage. Why I did that? Because they don't like her. So why it was I like fall in love with her. So they get shocked. They're just judged. You are so good and suddenly you go and did that. You got married. But my father at that stage was so encouraging. He don't mind about that. He said that there's nothing wrong. We get married with the person we love. There's not wrong. Then at one stage, my father was attacked with a cardiac arrest, and he was admitted in a hospital. Directly, it was admitted in ICU 2 weeks, 2 weeks more.
So this was in
2016.
2016.
2016, yeah. So when he was admitted in hospital, I was really totally depressed. Depressed. Only I'm with my wife. Okay, every time I go and visit him in the hospital, he was totally unconscious. And then I don't know to whom I want to talk. And then I suddenly message my friend, non-Muslim. I knew him for around 13 years.
Your childhood friends.
Childhood friend, 13 years. But when I message him, I not get a good response. And I don't know why I not get a good response. Then suddenly as usual, we posted in the social media that my father was admitted in hospital. Then I asked seek for some prayers from the people, just dua for him. All of a sudden, I got a message from a Malay friend, Muslim Malay friend. Why not you contact with the Ustaz? The Ustaz name is Ustaz Shah Shanmugam, pendakwa from Uttara. Pendakwa from Uttara. And I just message him, WhatsApp him, and I can see he was one of the asbab also. Each time, each day, each morning, he never touched about Islamic, but he just asked whether I'm fine or not, have I visited my father or not. So he really concerned about me. He really take care of me. Then on 31st March 2016, I got a call from my hospital Selayang, that my father has been passed away. Really, I was like totally shocked, and I contacted my family members to inform my sister that father is totally. Then I informed the Ustaz. On that time, he said, don't worry about anything, just settle all the necessary things that have to be done. Okay, then as usual, I follow the Hindu rituals. Like there's a lot of Hindu rituals when a person passed away. After that, after all the rituals have been finished, then I was really alone. Okay, my wife is there, but I really resigned from my work. I really resigned from everything what I was doing. Okay, my wife was going to work, so that time I was really lonely. Only I will talk with the Ustaz. And then he will share all of the things. Then only he touched the Islamic matter. So in Islam, then he said, kematian itu pasti. Kematian itu pasti. We should overcome it. So bila kita datang kepada Hindu tu, kematian tu sesuatu yang dirindui sentiasa. Mereka akan ada macam-macam ritual yang kita kena buat. Jadi I told the Ustaz, I really don't know what to do. I'm lost in my life. Then he said, jangan risau benda tu, sebab until now I never meet with the Ustaz. He in Penang. I'm here until now.
So
only the communication through phone.
I see.
That's how the connection between the soul is connected. Islam, like, we no need to say, we don't need to go and see some. We all are saudara.
Yes.
We all are saudara. We need to go and see the person. Until I never see him. And then he said, you try to contact with the person over there and then talk. And then all of a sudden, when I was, since I was writing in books, newspapers, I have a habit, if anything means I do a research. When I was lonely, I never go for the wrong part, but I was do research. How was the procedure pengislaman? Procedure pengislaman. Because whatever I did, like, I will research, I will find out will be the procedure pengislaman. Then I found in Google, you need to go for pejabat agama Islam, or you need to go for the Jabatan Islam.
So on this time, you're already like intrigued to get to know more on Islam.
My wife don't know about it.
I see.
She was at work. Then what I did was I contacted the Pejabat Agama Islam nearest my place. It was in a Gombak. Gombak. Then they passed my line to one of the ustaz there, Ustaz Zul. Okay, Ustaz. Then he started to talk about Islam. Then he said, when you come, you need to surrender yourself to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Then I started to think. I really think a lot when a person want to embrace Islam. It is usual we think a lot. Then I said, because my only supportive man, my father, is passed away. Then I don't know who will meet with me besides that. Okay, my wife will follow me always. Will follow my advice, will follow me wherever I go. She will follow me. Then I got an idea. Why not just go and convert to Islam like that? Then I feel like want to discuss with my wife. Okay, she also was a Hindu, and I'm also is from a background of Hindu. Then what I did when she came from work, I just tell, I take a decision ready for myself. I'm really very depressed. I said, I want to convert to Islam. Then she said, I found something on it, something I can be done on it. It can really shows me a right way, right way. Then she said, have you spoke with your mother or not? my mother is totally, when it's come to Islam, she not see as a Islam, she will see as a Malay.
I see.
She said, tukar kepada Melayu ke? Dah jadi Melayu ke? Dia tanya. Tapi yang tu sebenarnya bukan kita orang-orang dulu kan, dia ingat kalau in Malaysia means kita convert, kita ke we change the race, but not that. But I found it's too early to explain to her. Then she said to me, okay, if you find that's right means, okay, we can carry forward. Just my wife said like that. Okay, then I said, okay, then fine. I said, just get ready for tomorrow, for Shahada. Then on 30th April 2017, I stepped into Perkim Petaling, masjid in a Perkim Petaling, in a nearby University Hospital, PPUM. Then the ustaz like really advise us. We already prepare heart and soul. I said yes, already prepared. So because some of them come from the marriage, like dah kahwin Melayu nanti dah convert kepada Islam. But I said no, we both from the Hindu background and we both want to like really embrace Islam. Then he said okay, why not we lafaz shahada, and that's the moment. I never think of anything. I'm really from very pampered child in my family. Very pampered child with my family, and then all of a sudden I never think of anything. Alhamdulillah, I just received my shahada on that moment. And it was, I still remember, Zoho. It was 10 minutes before the Zoho time. And my first salat is on a Zoho. I did after my shahada, my first salat was in a Zoho. Until now, I never missed a single salat in my life. I never missed a single salat. Because when it comes to Islam, 5 pillars is very important.
Yes.
First is a shahada.
Yes.
First is a shahada. So second is a salat. So salat is a very important in everyone's life. Maybe some of them think I'm daily salat, but selalu ditimpa ujian. Maybe the rewards is not here in the dunya, but the rewards will be great in the akhirat. Okay, I can give one example. Like in today's situation, if we already get even 1 gram gold, we really like want to take care of it. We really find a place where to keep it safely, even for that 1 gram gold. But Allah give us a hidayah more than a gold. So what He asks from us, it's just a salat to keep us safe. The place that you need to say, keep you safe is a salat. It will protect us from anything. So that moment make us slowly I came out from my depression. slowly I came out from my depression, and I learned to improve the salat day by day. Islam is about practicing day by day.
Yes.
Even now also it's like practicing.
It's about consistency.
Consistency. Betul. Um, yeah. Now one more thing. Puasa. Okay. Puasa, no need to say. My father actually come from poor family. The puasa is already like very used to me already, because I've been like puasa even for 10 hours. During my schooling time, my father faced a very hardship moment. I share on this moment. It was like on those time, one roti chana is cost like 50 cent or 60 cent. Okay, my father have to pay for his debts. He lost his work. Okay, due for retention that time. Okay, then for like one roti chana he suffered. He take from the cash box. He find the 5 cent. Okay, to make it as a 50 cent. And then that moment really I can't forget. For one roti chana to feed me, to give for me. Then my father bring me to the restaurant. Alhamdulillah, that moment, I don't know, it was a, how to say, he meet with the ex-manager, Indian Muslim. His Indian Muslim was in the restaurant, in a Sri Damansara, one of the restaurant in Sri Damansara. He said, because my father name is Murthy. Okay, he said, hi Murthy, long time never see you. How have you been? Then he said, I just came for restaurant. My father was very shy. Okay, then he said, just one roti chana enough. My father said, yeah, it's enough. It's enough just for feed for me. Then he said, he sudden like hulo 100 ringgit notes for to my father. Then he said, my father like never accept it. My father said, it's okay, no need. It's okay, no need, because he was an ex-manager. He was ex-manager, but he said one word. This just take as sedekah. Then I just think for a while. Because that's when I was a secondary school. Sedekah, what's the meaning of sedekah? Okay. They say, just buy whatever you feel want to buy. Whatever you want to eat, just buy. Then my father received it. Then only I get to know, even from that moment also there was a hidayah. Like it can come from many places, many ways.
Specific source.
Like then I came home, then I go back to school. I asked my guru Angkat, what's the meaning of sedekah? Okay, sedekah is like, he said, one of the things in Islam, like for the pahala, forget. So then I said, oh, Islam like teaches many good things. Okay, so it's all like one route that makes me to convert to Islam. I found Islam actually. So then after I be Islam on 2017, I faced like lot of challenges from my family, from my relatives, from my mother. Okay, they said, because at one stage I already said the truth. I don't like to hide from my mother, because we are solat in the house and doing, like I said, mother, I want to tell the truth. Actually, I already convert to Islam. I just say directly.
So then were you the only one, or also with your wife?
With my wife.
Okay, I see.
Okay, it was like we do a biggest mistake in my life already. My mother like bring all the relatives, and then like it's a small it's not to say small arguments. It like went to big arguments. She said, how we all trust you, but you did this thing. Like I was wondering what the mistake I was did. What the mistake I was did. Then they said, you already like cannot do this one already, cannot do that one already. After that, then I said slowly, because I feel I was so depressed. So that moment, Islam was with me in each of the thing. You know, my father admitted in hospital. That time I was sitting and texting with the ustaz. Even my 13 years friend is a non-Muslim. He left me. So all this like makes me to convert to Islam. Then they said, how you can do this? can you convert back to not to the to the origin religion? Okay, I said no, there's no step back. There's a no step back. Then he said, oh, how dare you do this? Then they give, like, Hindu family. It's like some of them can accept, some of them like really can't accept it, because since my mother is a very strong believer of Hindu, he memang kuat sembahyang.
I see. How about your sister?
Kuat sembahyang also. My entire family. Even when I was childhood, they sent me to the religious class of Hindu. Okay. So they are all like kuat sembahyang also. They don't accept it. They don't accept. Then I still share with the ustaz. Then we take a decision. Then ustaz said, hijrah lah. Hijrah. Because Islam, when it come, something like when you hijrah, there will be hikmah. So we take a decision to hijrah from the place. We never go too far. Just we hijrah to nearby place. Okay, to learn more. Because on that situation, like family give a pressure, then every day there was like giving pressure, so we can't handle the situation. So we hijrah. Okay, we hijrah, and I learned a lot from my hijrah. Then only at that stage makes me to think. When it was 2021, we was facing a PKP time, COVID.
Yes.
COVID time, PKP. Then I was thinking, how to utilize this time, because all of us was at home that time. Then I said, why not I write my story, my story about the manuscript. I write on my own. So I started to write my Kisah Hidayah on how my journey in Islam. With the book title, I give Kerana Ku Sujud. Kerana Ku Sujud. Then I keep my manuscript. I keep my manuscript. Then I was published the books on my own. I use my own fund and publish on I am my own publisher. Okay, on that time, really like lot of them bought the books. Okay, some of them I supplied for distribute around 200 books for free for the needies. Okay, they can be from Sabah, Sarawak. So some of like from the poor background. So I just give them. I wrote the book in a Malay version. Okay, Malay version for them, for all of them can read. Okay, because from the book also maybe someone can get ada asbab.
Yes.
Okay, can get.
And that is actually also a form of sedekah, right?
Form of sedekah.
Sharing.
Okay, sharing ilmu. Ilmu was actually very, very important on those time, because tanpa ilmu kita takkan ke mana.
Yes.
Sebab nowadays lot of fitnah, because of we not get the right knowledge, because tak ada ilmu. So main concern I was like, we should educate people as we can. We should educate the people. So that's why I distribute the book. Like I don't mind. I just distribute for free. Okay. Even like at one stage, some of them like got bought one shot 30 books for distribute to surau, masjid. Just the one book. So that was my concept. Dakwah melalui pena. Dakwah melalui pena, because most of them like they don't know. They said we must dakwah melalui. There's got many ways, right? So my motto was, why not dakwah melalui pena? Even though the reading habit was less among the people,
especially in Malaysia.
but especially Malaysians, yeah. But we try our best to give. Okay. So that's how I get my hidayah. So the important thing is we must give our heart and soul to Allah. We should like we no need to worry about janji dengan manusia kita perlu risau takkan tunai, tapi janji dengan Allah pasti akan ada jaminan. Promise with Allah is always granted. Okay, from the younger generation that wants to have the intention to convert, just think that promise with Allah is always granted. Hujang-hujang kehidupan tu mesti ada. Sampai sekarang pun ada juga hujang-hujang kehidupan. Mesti
Yes.
ada juga. Mesti ada juga. So when I publishing the books, there were so many helping hands. Mainly from the ustazah, so many helping hands. So I not forget about them also.
And mashallah, there I'm sure you have a lot to share with us. But we are actually reaching the end of the part one
Okay.
of this interview. And dear listeners, be sure to tune in to us for next week for the second part of the
Okay,
interview.
sure.
And with that being said, thank you so much, Brother Daniel, for insight on today's topic, a walk through my spiritual journey, how I found Islam. And we hope that this conversation will
Yes.
be inspiring and also beneficial to those who are listening to us either through radio or even through our social media pages, Facebook and also YouTube. And again, Brother Daniel, thank you for being with us in the
Okay.
studio.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Yeah, as this is, I would like to thankful to IKIM FM to give me a opportunity to share my story and for all my listeners. And then I think there's like less than 3 days for our Ramadan.
Yes.
Ramadan, then I wish like all of them Salam Ramadan. Okay, I have a good day for everyone.
And dear listeners, don't forget, if you miss any part of the show or would like to watch it again, you can watch it through our Facebook page and also through our YouTube. And again, thank you for
Thank
being
you so
with
much.
us.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.